Hello everyone, welcome back to your own history learning channel, Our Past by Priya Jha. As you can see, in today's video we are going to learn about Mesolithic art. Before discussing about Mesolithic art, let me give you a brief information about what Mesolithic period is. Mesolithic period, which begins with the beginning of Holocene era about 10,000 years ago, is a time period which lies in prehistorical period. We will discuss about the Paleolithic and Mesolithic ages in other videos in detail. In this video, let's focus upon what Mesolithic art was and what are the features of Mesolithic art. Well, friends, rock paintings in India are of great significance because they tell us about various features or about various circumstances which were present during the times which are being studied by us. So, A.C. Carlyle, he discovered the first rock paintings in India were discovered by him, and they were discovered at Sohagi Ghat, which is in Kaimur Hills, Mirzapur district, UP, and they were discovered in 1867 to 68, and over 150 Mesolithic rock art sites have been discovered so far in various parts of the subcontinent and central India. And we are going to see many paintings from Bhimbetka, which is in MP, then various rock art paintings are there in Odisha and then Kerala and so on. They are important source of information regarding the lives of Mesolithic communities and show striking thematic similarities across the country. So they are of great significance. In the year 1957, V.S. Wakhankar, he noticed Bhimbetka rocks and discovered one of the most magnificent rock art sites in the world. And how they were discovered? When V.S. Wakhankar was traveling by train in Madhya Pradesh, so these great rock art of great significance were discovered. Bhimbetka is one of the 7 hills marked by a very picturesque natural environment. 642 rock shelters are there, 400 of them are painting, engravings, and bruisings. V.S. Wakankar, Yashodhar Mathpal, and Erwin Neumayer, they are responsible for doing intensive research in the field of rock art, and they have come out with very unique information about those times. The research illuminates many aspects of the lives of the painters, those who did the rock art, as we say that paintings give you all the information about the psychology of the painter or about the situations at those times or the economic conditions or the social conditions. Many things are there, so we can say that paintings were important source even at those times, and they are still important when we want to learn about various things. Here on the screen you can see a painting, and I'm going to show you 3 paintings. These all are from the rock art of Bhimbetka caves. So this is another one, and you will see that many colors were used, which we will discuss in the video itself. but you can see the basic colors like white, yellow, and red, these were used. Now, other sites other than Bhimbetka in Madhya Pradesh are Kharwar, Jaora, Katotia, and Lakjor. So they are also an important sources when we want to study about the prehistorical times. Now let's discuss about the features of the Bhimbetka paintings. Well, 16 colors or shades can be identified from the paintings, which range from white and light red or green, and white and light red have been used most often. Then colors were made from the minerals which were ground and then mixed with water or any other substances like animal fat, bone marrow, or egg white. And the red color was obtained from iron oxide or geru, white from limestone, and green from green chalcedony. So you can see at even at those times, thousands of years ago, the sources of painting or the colors used or other tools used are very versatile, and they show the creativity of the people of those times. Paintings are monochrome as well as polychrome. Monochrome where single color have been used, and polychrome where many colors have been used. And the brushes which were used for making paintings, the wooden part was made of twigs, while the brush was made of squirrel tail, animal fur, or samel, that is silk, cotton. And other features include animals which dominate the scenes at Bhimbetka. We can see, as I told you earlier, the paintings belong to many sites throughout the subcontinent, and they have distinctive features. The art at Bhimbetka, they have animals, and the art dominates animals. 29 species of animals are depicted, which includes cheetal, leopard, tiger, panther, elephant, rhinoceros, antelope, deer, squirrel, birds, fish, lizards, frogs, crabs, scorpions, and small centipedes. So we can see all these animals in the rock arts. An interesting feature is no snakes are depicted in Indian Mesolithic paintings. Animals are represented on their own or as part of hunting scenes. Hunters hunt singly or in groups, sometimes wearing masks and headdresses crowned with antlers and horns. We can see that animals shown with outline, some are shown with outline, or in some paintings, bodies are decorated with designs, or in X-ray style, showing internal organs. They also appear in more peaceful and sympathetic scenes, not only hunting scenes, like we can see a tiger with cubs, then deers running, and such peaceful scenes are also there. Animals have also been shown in X-ray style, includes the females with the fetus. So versatile paintings are there, and there is a lot of movement in the scenes. Now, fantastic animals have been part of the art at Bhimbetka, and a very special being Bhimbetka boar, which has the body of a boar but a snout like a rhinoceros, the underlip of an elephant, and the horns of a buffalo. The paintings also depict men and women, young and old. So, and matchsticks and fuller have been shown, like the males have been shown with the matchsticks kind of things, and the female have been shown in fuller drawings. And I have tried to recreate some of the paintings from a Mesolithic period in a separate video of mine, and you all are requested to watch the video. I wanted it, so I made that video, and I want you all to see how I recreate the paintings. They are fun. The video was fun to make, and I hope you will enjoy the video as well as learn from the video. The things which I am discussing here can be learned nicely through that video of mine. So please don't forget to watch that video. I will provide you the video link in the description box. Now let's come back to this video. Some figures are broad and decorated with a geometric design which represents men with authority, and mass dancers are also there in the art, and they may represent ritual specialists. Hand, fist, and fingerprints are also found, and even today in the India, in general households, we can see the art which are made during various festivals or various occasions like weddings or Janeu or many other things, where hand, fist, and fingerprints are used to decorate the homes. So the evidences of these things were also can be found about the Mesolithic period, and the art reflects a division of labor on the basis of gender, where the females are shown storing the food or cooking, and the males have been depicted by hunting scenes. And basket like containers are there which might have been used for storing food. Then dry guards or leather bags are there which might have been used for storing water, because the evidence of pottery has not been depicted, so no pottery is being depicted in the rock art of Bhimbetka from the Mesolithic period. Now on screen you can see the picture of the board which I was discussing in this video. Now friends, prehistoric rock art sites have been found at many other places in India as well. As I told you, there are 55 plus rock shelters with rock art in western districts, which include Sundargarh and Sambalpur districts of Odisha, and richest area for rock paintings include 12 rock shelters of the Lake Moda group in the reserve forest of Chenga Pahar and Garjan Pahar, and coexistence of paintings as well as engravings in the same shelter can be seen. The art is mostly non-figurative. The rock art at Odisha is mostly non-figurative with an emphasis on abstract patterns and decorative designs, both geometric and non-geometric. Animals occur infrequently and humans are even rare. At Kerala, the Kerala has many rock art sites and with paintings and carvings. The cave of Ezuthu Guha, which is located in dense forest of dense sandalwood forest of Idukki district. Their rock art is there which have been given the date of a late prehistoric period. But interesting thing to note is no Mesolithic tools have been found in this area. Now friends, why prehistoric people made paintings? What was the need? In order to express their creative urges, to decorate their homes, or to tell a story in pictures. Some scenes may have been picture stories of memorable events in their lives, like maybe weddings or big rituals or something important in the lives of the people of those times. And connected with rituals, the paintings are connected with the rituals and hunting and fertility. So this was a very short, and I found this video interesting about the Mesolithic art, And I'm again telling you that I have made a separate video where I have tried to recreate the Mesolithic art from Bhimbetka and other parts of the Indian subcontinent as well, which include the abstract painting, the geometric paintings, as well as the animals from the Bhimbetka caves. So please watch that video also. You'll enjoy that video, I assure you. And with this, the video ends here. If you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up. Comment if you want me to make a video on any topic related to Indian history, and share this video with your friends and all the history learners. And please subscribe to my channel for more history videos. Bye bye everyone. Have a great day ahead.